Hey, what's up, everybody? Video 44 coming at you with another video. All right, so the score was 110-101. The Lakers get the victory for their third straight win at home here against the New Orleans Pelicans. It was a hard-fought game. Physicality was definitely on display. Took a lot of punishment. It's going to be interesting to see what the injury report looks like after this game, just because guys were just banged up and have to play in Denver or against Denver a night from now. Yeah, I got to check that. I think we played them on Thursday. I think that's how that goes. First quarter, Pelicans 33, Lakers 31. Second quarter, Lakers 23, Pelicans 18. Third quarter, Lakers 27. Pelicans 27, Lakers 22. Fourth quarter, Pelicans 23, Lakers 34. So we came through in the fourth quarter after having a really bad third quarter for turnovers. We came back and only turned the ball over once in the fourth quarter, and that was a conceded turnover to victory as time was about to expire. So this was not pretty, but it was fun, and I think we took some steps in the right direction over these last three games, and I like what overall our team was able to do. This was very encouraging. Even though we did have a 7-point deficit with 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, like I said, it wasn't pretty. Let's get into it. So the team stats, 42% for the Pelicans from the field, 38 of 90. 47% for the Lakers, 39 of 83. From the three-point line, Pelicans 28%, 8 of 29. For the Lakers, 30%, 11 of 37. Lakers shot 81% from the line, 21 of 26, and 17 of 19 for the Pels for 89%. 48 boards for the Lakers, 41 for the Pels, 11 offensive boards for the Lakers, 10 for the Pels. 29 assists for both squads. 12 steals for the Pels, 7 for the Lakers. 12 blocks for the Lakers, 3 for the Pels. So we love what we did in the steals and blocks category. Definitely we're major there. 22 turnovers for the Lakers, that's bad. 21 points conceded off of those. 19 turnovers for the Pelicans, 29 points conceded off of those. It's 28 fast break points for the LA, 16 for New Orleans, 50 points in the paint for LA, 60 for the Pelicans. 10 was the largest lead of the game for the Lakers, and 8 for the Pelicans. Pels led 38% of the time. Lakers led 56% of the time. All right. So yeah, that was a hard-fought game, man. They made us work. Herb Jones, 33 minutes, 2 points, 1 of 7 from the field, 0 of 4 from 3, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 4 steals, 1 turnover, 2 offensive boards, -3. Williamson, 33 minutes, 24 points, 10 of 18 from the field, 4 of 5 from the line, 4 rebounds, 1 steal, 2 turnover, 2 offensive boards, -7. Murphy, 33 minutes, 21 points, 7 of 15 from the field, 3 of 7 from 3, 4 of 5 from the line, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 turnovers, 2 steals, 1 offensive board, -4. Murray, 28 minutes, 15 points, 5 of 13 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3, 3 of 3 from the line, 8 rebounds, 8 assists, 3 turnovers, 1 steal, 1 block, -3. Sadiq Bey, 36 minutes, 18 points, 7 of 18 from the field, 2 of 9 from 3. 2 of 2 from the line, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 turnovers, 2 steals, -9. Jordan, 16 minutes, 6 points, 3 of 4 from the field, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 1 block, 3 offensive boards, -7. Derek Queen continued to have a tough night. 19 minutes, 2 points, 0 of 3 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 turnovers, 1 block, 2 offensive boards, +2. Missy, 6 minutes, 2 points, 1 of 3 from the field, 1 rebound, -2. Bryce McGowan, 16 minutes, 6 points, 2 of 3 from the field, 2 of 2 from the line, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal, -13. And Fears, 19 minutes, 5 points, 2 of 6 from the field, 1 of 3 from 3, 2 assists, 4 turnovers, +1. And for the winning Los Angeles Lakers, LeBron James, 33 minutes, 21 points, 8 of 12 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3, 4 of 8 from the line, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, 5 turnovers, 2 blocks, 1 offensive board, +3. DA, 25 minutes, 13 points, 6 of 8 from the field, 1 of 1 from the line, 8 boards, 1 assist, 2 turnovers, 2 blocks, 3 offensive boards, -7. Marcus Smart, 30 minutes, 10 points, 3 of 9 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3, 2 of 2 from the line, 3 boards, 7 assists, 4 steals, 3 blocks, +13. That's really great stocks, man. 7 stocks for Marcus Smart, 7 assists. Man, that's a good line. even though the shooting wasn't great. He really helped us in the fourth quarter with that 3-point shot that he hit. He was just extremely clutch, man. Luka Doncic, 38 minutes, 27 points, 10 of 22 from the field, 3 of 10 from 3, 4 of 5 from the line, 10 boards, 7 assists, 7 turnovers, 1 block, +1. All right, let's do what we do. How'd he do from the line? 4 of 5 is good. How'd he do from 3? 3 of 10, not good. 7 turnovers is awful. So this was not a good game for Luka by our standards. But he did give us 27 points, the leading scorer in the game. But those 7 turnovers, it's a little rough. It's a little rough there. It's going to be hard picking a player who deserves player of the game in this one. Because I can't reward Luka the Don with those 7 turnovers. It's not going to happen. But we really turned the ball over a lot as a team as well. Most of the players who would be runner-up candidates for that, they didn't really take care of the ball either. So let's continue and we'll figure it out later. 37 minutes for Austin. He had 15 minutes, 4 of 15 from the field, 2 of 7 from 3, 5 of 5 from the line, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 5 turnovers, 2 steals, 2 blocks, -1. This was another tough game for Austin, but he did come through in the second half. Big in the fourth quarter, hit 2 threes after having a cold night. He could not score anything. The 8 boards is good. That's a good bounce back since he didn't rebound at all in the last game. 2 steals, 2 blocks. We love that. 5 turnovers is trash. 2 of 7, 4 of 15. That's inefficient as hell. So this was overall a bad game for Austin Reeves, if I'm being honest. But he did make his presence felt. He did come through in the end and hit big shots. It was huge in the fourth quarter. But the problem is he had some type of weird hand thing. I don't know if he hit his funny bone and lost feeling in his hand. I'm not really sure what happened there, but it was a little scary there in the fourth quarter for him. So we got to keep an eye open to see if that's going to be a problem going forward. Overall, he helped us in the end. Rui Hachimura, 19 minutes, 2 points, 0 of 4 from both the 3 and field, 2 and 2 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds, -6. He's just playing his worst ball. This is his worst basketball, man. This is awful. It's been awful for about 2 weeks now for Rui. I know he's coming back from injury. This is his second or third game back. He was terrible. Nothing going on there at all. Jake LaRavia, 14 minutes, 5 points, 2 of 4 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 2 offensive boards, +10. I thought he was better than the stats show. He was only out there for 14 minutes. I don't know why his minutes have been cut to this degree. We could definitely use him a little more. I like him in the starting lineup throughout the course of this game. I thought his usage matched his effort, and I thought his energy was good. But I really do think we can get more out of him. We've seen that we can. So I'm not really sure about this 14 minutes. I'm not really sure about that. Jackson Hayes, 23 minutes, 8 points, 3 of 4 from the field, 2 of 2 from the line, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 blocks, 4 offensive boards, +16. Jackson Hayes' stellar season continues. He's played great. He did great things against his old squad on both sides of the floor. His energy was really good. His physicality was good. Got hit in the jaw. Hopefully he'll be all right there because it looked like he was wincing a little bit when they were testing to see if it was hurting. Hopefully it's not fractured. Taking a punishment from Zion Williamson. That was tough, but he drew a wonderful foul in that situation that really helped us. So I thought Jackson Hayes was great once again, and I've been saying that a lot lately. He's just been having a fantastic season for his standards. Luke Kennard, 21 minutes, 9 points, 3 of 5 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3, 1 of 1 from the line, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 turnovers, +16. Love what I'm seeing from Luke Kennard. I mean, he's been great ever since he's gotten here. I don't think he's had a bad game, honestly. 2 turnovers could be better, but I love his shot selection. Obviously, you can trust him from behind the arc, and he's just a good mover of the basketball. He really helps us in a lot of areas, and I like that his minutes are going up. And hopefully we can get him worked into the equation a bit more offensively. I say this a million times, but if a guy is highly efficient, why isn't he featured more in your offense? I just do not understand J.J. Redick in this regard. Got a guy like Luke Kennard has got the best shooting percentage from behind the arc in anybody in the NBA. And he's only attempting like 3 threes. And then we got our inefficient guys taking all these damn shots. I just really don't understand J.J. Redick's comfort with that dynamic. Night in and night out, I don't get it. But it is what it is, man. Everybody else got a DMP. It was a lot of DMPs. No Vando, no Kleber, no Thero, no Connect, no Buffkin, no Bronny. It's just a lot of DMPs. So I don't know what JJ's doing with this rotation. As I look at these minutes, and I know we're playing against a physical team tonight, I just think that a game like this could really hurt a healthy. You're a healthy team. This is the second time we've been healthy all season long. and you shrunk your bench and you played your old guys all these minutes and you went up against a physical team. If that ain't the most counterproductive bullcrap, like, you would think when you're more healthy, you use more people. You would think when you're more healthy and you're going up against a physical team that looks to push you around, that you would limit the minutes of your older, more used players. I mean, it's like opposites day with this guy. I don't get it. I really don't get it, man. 37 minutes for Reeves, 38 for Luka, 33 for Bron, going up against Zion Williamson and DeAndre Jordan and all these physical dudes that they got. Queen, like huge people, physical people. Sadiq Bey. We took so much punishment tonight. And I look at our game plan, I say, God, you made it 10 times worse than it had to be. 10 times worse than it had to be. We just have different ways of what we think should be done. Me and JJ are like complete opposites in a lot of areas. And this is a prime example. I'd have played Theo so many minutes tonight, having him taking half the punishment that Marcus Smart and LeBron took tonight. The punishment that those people took should have been dished out to our young players. Who's physical, who's looking to dish out punishment as well. It's just opposites day, man. I just don't agree with much anything he does these days. I really don't. So, but we are happy to get the win. We took the long, more difficult route to get the win. We took a lot of punishment, probably a lot of it unnecessary punishment, to get the win tonight. It looked like we were going to lose there at one point in the fourth quarter when we were down by 8. But our team played some great defense down the stretch, and we were able to ease out of here with a win. You know, I think something needs to be said for the Lakers and their poise, because I thought that we really complained a lot tonight. I didn't think the officials were great out there, but I think it became a situation where the officials lost their cool and started calling technicals left and right in the second half. And I think a good portion of why they lost their cool was because Luka was all in their face in the first half in such a demonstrative and exaggerated way that they didn't have any patience left for the second half of the game. They were giving technicals out to everybody. I mean, the technical that Trey Murphy got, I don't even know what he did. Like, they gave him a technical just off the strength of their frustration. And I just think that the Lakers need to do a much better job of absorbing what the referees do that you don't like without coming at them as consistently as we did. I thought we complained entirely too much tonight. Entirely too much tonight. And you know me, if I think the referees are doing a bad job, I'll call it out. I don't think they were that great tonight. I really don't. I don't think it was their worst night, but I don't think it was their best either. But what I saw was an officiating crew that was tired of the yapping, that was tired of the slapping the hands and all the different stuff, getting all in their face. It gets to a point where you just got to say, yo, their job is not easy. They don't get thanked when they do things the right way. And both teams are constantly yapping at them all night long. At some point in time, you got to put yourself in their shoes and pull some of that back and pick your battles wisely. I thought we were rather annoying of a basketball team tonight when it came to officiating complaints. And it started with the head of the snake, Luka the Don, and it trickled down to other people. Choose your battles with them. That's all I'm saying. Choose your battles with them. Don't chirp off everything. Everything don't have to be complained about, man. Sometimes they make mistakes. Sometimes they do things that you don't like. But pick and choose wisely when you're going to complain. Because at the end of the day, if you yapping like we did tonight, it's a wonder why they didn't throw 4 and 5 people out the game. And so I get it. It was a physical game. And because it was a physical game, I think it was probably a more difficult game to officiate. I really do think it was a more difficult game to officiate. And we got to give some grace to that understanding as well. Like I said in the first half, you know, it was a mosh pit in the paint. They could have called fouls on every play all game long because it was a physical game. So both teams got to leave room for that and not get upset if they don't hear a whistle for everything that happens. Because at the end of the day, there does need to be some game flow. There does need to be some physicality. And they set the tone early that they weren't really going to call a lot of physicality, and we just got to live with that. And I just thought we did a poor job of choosing when to yap. So I figured, man, I've never called our team out in regards to that, not as a unit. But tonight I thought we were especially annoying to officiate. I really thought that. We got to do better, LA. So that's what came to mind for me, man. And I don't think that's a position that everybody's going to take. But I really need us to respect the fact that they can throw you out with technicals. They can throw you out, man. And with teams having what we have going on, as sensitive as our standing situation is, and our timeline and trying to win and all this, we cannot afford to be getting thrown out of basketball games. We were lucky not to get ejected tonight. So let's get into the standings in the Western Conference, see where we're at after this basketball game. First quarter. First overall seed in the West, OKC 48-15. Second, San Antonio 44-17. Third, Houston 38-22. Fourth, Wolves 39-23. Fifth, Nuggets 38-24. Sixth, Lakers 37-24. Seventh, Suns 34-26. Eighth, Warriors 31-30. Ninth, Clippers 29-31. 10th, Blazers 29-33. And the Grizzlies are behind the Blazers 23-37 outside of the playoffs. So that's where we're at, man. We're in sixth place still. We wish we could have played this well against some of the playoff teams earlier in the week, or last week rather, when we played Boston and those teams. We would have loved to have won those games. So we got a 3-game winning streak going for ourselves. We got to see how other teams did tonight as well. There was several games on the docket, so I'll take a look at the Wolves. They beat the Grizzlies as expected. Spurs stomped out the Sixers in a demonstrative way. Those are the only games that I think that matter. No, the Suns are up by 10 against the Kings. Looks like they'll get the victory there. We're 124 left in the game. So that's what's up, man. And tomorrow, none of these games matter to us. Not a single game tomorrow should affect anything we have going on. Not a single game. Thunder play the Knicks. That we're not catching up to the Thunder. So yeah, that's what's going on, man. Lakers, of course, have the Denver Nuggets up next, man. Denver Nuggets. And I got to pick a game ball player. I have yet to do that, and I really haven't figured out who to give it to. A part of me just wants to give it to Marcus Smart just because of how well he played defensively, how much punishment he took in the first half, and then how helpful that corner three was, and then from there how phenomenal the stocks were. I think he had 5 stocks on the night. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and give it to a role guy tonight because I didn't think our stars were great. Luka wasn't great. LeBron was. He played well, but the turnovers were a little much. The efficiency wasn't overwhelming. And so I think I'll give it to Marcus Smart tonight because I just felt like it was his heart, his energy, him taking punishment, his defensive prowess, especially down the stretch of that game, his 3-point shot down the stretch of the game, that ultimately set the tone for us. Set the tone in a way that helped us overcome some inefficiency from some guys, some turnover issues that were really demonstrative from our overall unit. And so that's what I'm gonna do. It's not looking at stats tonight. We're looking at impact, we're looking at defense, and we're looking at Marcus Smart for the game ball for me. So that's where we're at tonight, man. I'm pretty sure other people will probably give it to LeBron or Luka. Definitely not Austin the way he played tonight, even though the fourth quarter he stepped up too. But yeah, man, that's where we're going with that. So yes, next up, that's what I'm looking for here, is when the game is against the Nugs. That is going to be on Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, in Denver, in altitude, man. After taking on punishment like this, we only get a day's rest. I don't love that. Peyton Watson's still out, but he's expected to be reevaluated sometime this week. So if he comes back against us, I will not be surprised. Aaron Gordon, same damn thing, man. He's a game time decision. Aaron Gordon ain't played a month and a half. Peyton ain't played in a month. I expect both of those guys to suit up against us because that's just how the NBA is. Tamar Bates is out. He's a role player, but he might suit up too. Who knows? I doubt it, though. He's not expected to be back until April 1st. Jones, another role player they got. game time decision, and Cam Johnson is a game time decision. So I expect that we'll see Aaron Gordon. I think it's a chance you see Peyton Watson too. So yeah, man. Of course, you got to see the Joker, and you got to see that killer Murray, man. But Denver has not been playing their best ball, but partially because they're missing their power forward. Too likely will be back in that game. They had a tough game last night against the Jazz. I saw highlights for that. It was fun to watch, but the Jazz just couldn't overcome the Nuggets, despite, I think, playing some really good ball. And the Nuggets have been playing close games and losing games they have no business losing. Honestly, they lost to the Warriors. They lost to the Wolves. Of course, they lost to OKC. Almost lost to the Jazz. So they're not playing great ball right now, not for their standards. They did beat up on the Celtics, surprisingly, though. But the Celtics laid an egg in that game. So, it's kind of scared. I've seen the highlights for all of those games thus far. So I'm all caught up on our team, our next opponent. I don't have anything else to watch. They don't play again until they see us. So that's really good in that regard. So, yeah, man. Of course, we'll be ready for you for that game, pregame in the morning, or afternoon, rather, and then the game videos at night. And I'm really happy with the team, man. For all of what we were complaining about last week, we had some easy teams to face, and we felt we could get 3 wins here, and we did. It wasn't the easiest way to go with this one. But I thought we met the challenge. We met the physicality. We took the punishment, man. I just want us to keep our poise. That's really what it is. I want Luka to set the tone and pick his battles wisely. And hopefully we'll be able to rest up. Hopefully we can lick our wounds and have everybody available for that Nuggets game, because it's going to be huge. We know what type of confidence they have against us. We know what type of demons we have to overcome in regards to them. And going into that building with altitude is nothing to play with. So get your rest, Lakers. That's really what it comes down to. This is the 3-game easy game opponent crap is over with. Now you got to see what March is really about. This is one of the toughest months on the schedule for us in terms of opponent. We will have to see the Rockets, the Rockets twice rather, Detroit. It's going to get extremely difficult from here. And if we're going to be a team that stays above the play-in tournament, now is the time to beat some teams that are playoff squads, because we've sucked in that way. And because of it, we're in 6th place. That's what it really comes down to. So it ain't going to get much easier from here. Denver on Thursday, and then we get Indy on Friday, back-to-back. So even though Indy's a bad team, there's a good chance we'll rest some people on Friday because of it. So, and then you got Sunday, the afternoon game with the Knicks. And you got Minnesota on Tuesday, Chicago on Thursday, and then Denver again on Saturday. Then Monday and Wednesday, you play Houston in Houston, starting a 6-game road trip that ends in Indiana and has you going to Orlando, Detroit, and Miami as well. So it's not easy, man. This is not an easy stretch. We do have some games in there that we've sprinkled in that we expect to win, but you got 7-8 playoff teams to face this month. 9 actually, including Cleveland on the 31st. So if we're going to be a good team, now's the time to take what we've been able to build over the last 3 games and apply it to teams that are actually going to punch back. New Orleans was a good test. I thought they played well enough, but not nearly as good as we expect Denver, New York, and Minnesota to play. So, now's the time, Lakers. You did pretty good beating up on bad teams, but are you going to be able to beat some good teams? Because as of yet, you have not. And that's pretty much what it comes down to. We beat up on all the bad teams, but we've been getting stumped by playoff teams. And we got a lot of playoff teams to face over the next month. So, that's really what's up, man. Salute the Kobe Minute. I appreciate everybody for rocking with BDF 44. And I'm out.